My wife's sister texted me. She's been meeting her ex every Thursday while you're at work. I texted back, thanks. Then I hired a PI and served divorce papers at her book club. What the PI found was worth every penny of the $50,000 settlement she lost. I, 38 male, got the text from my sister-in-law Brianna on a Wednesday afternoon. Just 4 words that changed everything. Check Thursday book club. I stared at my phone for a good minute. Brianna and my wife Jade, 36, had been on bad terms since their mom's estate stuff 2 years ago. But Brianna wasn't the type to start drama without reason. Thanks, I replied. Then I made a call. The PI cost me $2,500 up front, worth every penny when he sent me the first batch of photos 3 days later. Jade wasn't at any book club. She was at her ex-boyfriend Garrett's apartment. The same Garrett who'd supposedly moved across the country 5 years ago. The same Garrett she'd sworn she hadn't spoken to since before we got married. But here's what made my blood run cold. The photos showed them with a kid. A boy, maybe 4 years old. The PI captured Garrett lifting him up, Jade kissing his forehead. They looked like a happy little family having Thursday playtime. I sat in my car staring at those photos for an hour. We'd been trying for kids for 3 years. 3 years of fertility treatments that drained our savings. 3 years of Jade crying every month when another pregnancy test came back negative. 3 years of her saying she'd do anything to be a mother. Apparently, she already was one. The PI kept digging. By week 2, he had everything. Lease agreement showing Garrett had been living here for 18 months. Daycare pickup records with Jade listed as Aunt Janet. Credit card records from my wife's personal shopping card showing regular purchases at kids' Strang stores. Birth certificate. Garrett Jr., born 4 years and 7 months ago. Do the math. We'd been married for 6 years. I threw up in my office trash can, but I kept my mouth shut, kept going to work, kept kissing her goodbye every morning, kept listening to her lie about book club every Thursday. The only difference? I hired a lawyer and started documenting everything. Week 3. The PI hit gold. Video footage of Jade and Garrett at a realtor's office looking at houses. They were planning to upgrade. With what money, I wondered? Found out soon enough. Jade had opened a separate account 2 years ago. Small deposits at first, but recently she'd been moving larger amounts. Nothing huge, $500 here, $750 there. From our vacation fund that she managed. We were supposedly saving for Italy. My lawyer laughed when I showed him everything. She's toast. Adultery, financial deception, and a secret child? You could take her for everything. I don't want everything, I told him. I just want out, and I want her to know she lost. The plan was simple. Serve her at book club. Except not the fake book club, the real one. See, Jade had told all her friends she went to this fancy wine and literature club every Thursday. Even posted fake photos on Instagram with old book covers and wine glasses. Her whole image was built on being this sophisticated, devoted wife, trying desperately to start a family. I knew where they actually met because one of the members, Denise, was my coworker's wife. She'd mentioned how sad it was that Jade always had to miss because of her work commitments. So I arranged for Jade to win a special invitation to Thursday's meeting. A guest speaker on modern fiction that the club was dying to have her attend. The invitation came through Denise, so Jade couldn't verify it with me. She was so excited Wednesday night. Honey, the book club finally has an evening I can make. This famous author is coming and everything. That's great, babe, I said, kissing her forehead. Have fun. Thursday came. I took the day off, told Jade I had client meetings. Instead, I sat in my car outside the country club where the book club met, waiting for my lawyer's text. 6:47 p.m., she's here, going in now. I walked in 2 minutes behind him. The look on Jade's face when she saw me was indescribable. She'd been mid-laugh, wine glass in hand, surrounded by 8 women she'd been lying to for years. The divorce papers hit the table with a solid thud. Garrett says hi, I said. So does Garrett Jr. The room went silent. Jade went white, then red, then white again. I don't know what you're talking about. I pulled out my phone, showed the photo of her kissing the kid's forehead. Really? Because you seem pretty familiar with him for someone you don't know. Denise gasped. Jade, you have a child? He's not. Jade stammered. He's not mine, I said flatly. Born 7 months before our wedding. while you were crying about wanting to wait until marriage to start our family." The room erupted. These women had spent years listening to Jade's fertility journey, had comforted her, had even thrown her a hope party when we started IVF. The betrayal on their faces was almost as satisfying as the panic on hers. Jade tried to recover. "This is a misunderstanding. We need to talk privately." "We don't," I cut her off. "Your Thursday book clubs with Garrett are over. Your access to my accounts is over. This marriage is over. You can't do this." "I can and I am. Check your cards." She fumbled for her phone, tried to check her banking app. I watched her face crumble as she realized everything was locked. "That's illegal. That's financial abuse." My lawyer stepped forward. "Actually, Mrs. Morrison, removing someone from authorized user status on accounts they don't own is perfectly legal, as is filing for divorce on grounds of adultery." The best part? Her mom walked in right then. Jade had apparently texted her in panic. Darlene took one look at the scene, the papers, the photos still on my phone screen, her daughter's guilty face, and shook her head. "Jadelyn Marie, tell me you didn't." "Mom, it's not what it looks like." "That's your ex's child, isn't it? The one you told me was adopted by his cousin?" Even her own mother knew about the kid, just not the truth. I left them there. Walked out to the sound of Jade's sobs and her former friend's disgusted whispers. Update 1. The entitlement started immediately. First, Jade tried to come home that night. Stood outside ringing the doorbell for 40 minutes, then called the cops claiming I'd illegally evicted her. Officer who showed up looked at the divorce papers, looked at her, and said, "Ma'am, you need to contact your attorney." But where am I supposed to go? Maybe Garrett's? I suggested through the Ring doorbell. She screeched so loud the officer stepped back. Friday morning, 6 a.m. she showed up with Garrett. Let that sink in. She brought the man she'd been cheating with to my house to collect her things and talk sense into me. Garrett, this absolute winner, had the audacity to say, "Look man, I get you're hurt, but you're being petty. Jade made a mistake." "A mistake? Your son is 4 years old. That's different." "How?" "We were in love. You were just convenient." I laughed. Actually laughed. "Convenient? I paid for her degree, her car, half your kid's life apparently." "You don't understand." "I understand perfectly. You knocked her up, couldn't afford a family, so she married me to fund your little Thursday playdates. How's that band career going, by the way? Still playing dive bars?" He tried to chest bump me. A 38-year-old man tried to chest bump me in my own driveway. I just stepped aside and let him stumble. "Your shit's in the garage," I told Jade. "Take it and go." "This isn't all of it. Where's my jewelry, my grandmother's china?" "Your grandmother is still alive, Jade. I met her last Christmas." "The china she gave me." "You mean the set you bought at an estate sale and told me was an heirloom? It's in box 12, receipts attached." The look of rage when she realized I knew about all her little lies was priceless. But Saturday was when she went nuclear. I woke up to 47 missed calls. Not from her, she was blocked. From my business line. Jade had posted on the company Facebook page that I was an abusive husband who threatened to destroy her life for finding true love. The post got exactly 3 responses before my business partner took it down and called me laughing his ass off. "Bro, your ex just committed libel in writing. My wife's attorney says you just won the lottery." See, Jade forgot that Morrison Construction wasn't just me. It was me and 3 other guys, all of whom knew about the divorce because I'd shown them the PI photos at poker night. My attorney sent her a cease and desist. Her response? She tried to file a restraining order claiming I was stalking her by having her served at book club. The judge literally said, "Ma'am, being served divorce papers in public is not stalking. It's just embarrassing." Then came Sunday. The extinction burst? No, this was better. She sent her flying monkeys. First, her mom Darlene called demanding I be reasonable and consider that people make mistakes. I asked if she wanted to see the photos of her grandson. She hung up. Then her best friend Qley showed up to mediate. "You don't understand what Jade's been through." "Enlighten me." "Garrett he's her soulmate. They have this connection. They have a child. She was gonna tell you." "When?" "After she figured things out. It's been 4 years. Love is complicated. My bank account funding their love wasn't complicated at all, apparently." Qley tried a different approach. She'll take you for alimony. You make 3 times what she does. Actually, I said, pulling up my phone, she's been lying about her income. She makes 70% of what I do, not 30%, has been hiding bonuses and commissions for 2 years. The PI was worth every penny. Every penny. Qley left in a huff, but the best visit came Monday morning. Garrett's mom showed up. This woman I'd never met before stood on my porch demanding I stop ruining her grandson's life. I'm sorry, who are you? I'm Riley's grandmother. Who's Riley? Garrett Jr., we call him Riley, and you're trying to destroy his family. Lady, I didn't even know he existed until 2 weeks ago. That's not the point. Jade is a wonderful mother, who lied about his existence while using my money to raise him. Money isn't everything. Then Garrett can pay for his own kid. She actually stamped her foot. A grown woman stamped her foot like a toddler. He's an artist. He doesn't have that kind of income. Jade promised. Jade promised what? And that's when she said it. The thing that made everything make sense. She promised once the divorce was final and she got her settlement, they could finally be together properly. Buy a house, maybe have another baby. You were supposed to be gone by next year. I was never supposed to find out. Jade had a timeline. Stay married long enough to qualify for significant alimony, claim we grew apart, get a clean divorce with a nice settlement, then ride off into the sunset with Garrett and their kid. I recorded the whole conversation on my doorbell camera. Update 2, Jade's attorney dropped her. Apparently, showing up to a legal meeting with Garrett and demanding her attorney make this go away, while Garrett called me a beta cuck who couldn't even get her pregnant, was not a winning strategy. Her new attorney was, let's just say you get what you pay for, and Garrett's mom was footing the bill. Meanwhile, my attorney was having the time of his life. She admitted to the affair in writing. She admitted to financial fraud in her restraining order attempt when she said she had to hide money because she was scared. The grandmother confirmed premeditated divorce fraud. This is a teaching case. But Jade wasn't done. Oh no, she started a blog, My Truth, Escaping a Narcissist While Protecting My Family. In it, she claimed, I was infertile and blamed her for it. Medical records show I'm fine. I forced her to hide her son, the kid she hid before we even met. I was emotionally abusive. Example, I once didn't notice her haircut. I isolated her from friends, the ones who dumped her after book club night. I controlled all the money. She had 3 credit cards and 2 bank accounts. The blog got some traction in certain circles, right up until the book club members found it. Remember those 8 women? Turns out one was a journalist. Her response blog was titled The Real Truth, How I Watched a Friend's Web of Lies Unravel. She included screenshots of Jade's Instagram posts about fertility struggles, photos from the hope party they threw her, the group texts where Jade described her devastation each month, a play-by-play of divorce paper night. The internet did its thing. Jade's blog comments turned from, "You're so brave," to "You're a sociopath." But my favorite comment came from someone named Garrett's bandmate. Yo, is this the same Jade who told everyone at Tommy's bar that her husband was too stupid to notice she was funding her boyfriend's demo album? LMO, he noticed, bish! Jade called me crying, actually crying. Please make them stop. I'll sign whatever you want. Already sent the papers to your lawyer. The new terms are cruel. The new terms, she gets nothing, no alimony, no equity in the house, no retirement split, nothing. In exchange, I don't pursue fraud charges or sue for the $43,000 she stole from our vacation fund. That's extortion. It's a gift. Take it or leave it. She left it. Update 3. Court day arrived. Jade showed up dressed like she was going to a funeral, complete with a black veil. The drama. Garrett was there in his only suit, which looked like it hadn't been cleaned since his high school graduation. Riley Garrett Jr. was thankfully with a babysitter. The judge reviewed everything, the evidence, the blog posts, yes, they were submitted, the doorbell videos, Garrett's mom's confession about the planned timeline. Mrs. Morrison, the judge began, and Jade interrupted. I go by Miss Winters now. You're still legally Mrs. Morrison, now. Do you dispute any of this evidence? Her lawyer scrambled. Your Honor, my client was in a vulnerable position. Was she vulnerable when she hid $43,000? That was for her child. The child she hid from her husband while using his money to support. Love makes people. The judge held up his hand. Stop, just stop. He turned to Jade. You had an affair. You hit a child. You stole money. You committed fraud. You plan to continue this fraud. Am I missing anything? Jade burst into tears. I just wanted to be happy. Then you should have gotten divorced 4 years ago. The ruling was brutal. Divorce granted on grounds of adultery. No alimony. No claim to the house or retirement accounts. She owes me $43,000 for the stolen funds. She pays her own legal fees. But here's where it gets really good. Garrett stood up. This is bullshit. He's stealing from my son. The judge looked at him. Your son? The one you've been hiding while another man unknowingly supported him? I couldn't afford. Then perhaps you shouldn't have gotten someone pregnant. She said she'd handle it. Jade turned on him. Handle it? Our son is not something to handle. They started arguing. In court, the judge had to bang his gavel 3 times. Enough. Security. Escort them out. As they were leaving, Garrett's mom stood up. What about my grandson? He deserves better. The judge, completely done, said, then perhaps his parents should have thought of that before committing fraud. Outside the courthouse, it all fell apart. Garrett broke up with Jade. Right there on the courthouse steps. His exact words, "This is too much drama. I thought you had money." Jade slapped him. He called her a crazy bitch. She threw her shoe at him. Security got involved again. Darlene finally showed her true colors, screaming at Garrett, "You ruined my daughter's life." Garrett's mom shot back. "Your daughter trapped my son. Your son is a deadbeat. At least he's not a gold-digging whore." They actually got in a physical fight. 2 grandmothers throwing hands on the courthouse steps. Someone filmed it. It went viral on TikTok with the caption, "When your baby daddy's mom and your mom fight at your divorce." Final update. Where are they now? Jade moved back with her parents. Tried to get her old job back, but they'd seen the blog. No dice. Last I heard, she's working retail and fighting Garrett for child support. Garrett's living with 3 roommates, trying to make it as a SoundCloud rapper at 35. His latest track is apparently about fake bitches who lie about love. It has 47 plays. I'm responsible for one of them. Needed a good laugh. Riley Garrett Jr. is with Jade's parents most of the time. Honestly, probably the best thing for him. Darlene might be an enabler, but at least she's stable. The book club ladies? They started a new club. Called it No More Secrets. Denise told me they thoroughly vet new members now, background checks and everything. Not joking. Garrett's mom tried to take Jade to court for emotional damages and grandparents' rights. The judge laughed her out of court. Brianna, the sister-in-law who started all this? She sent me a thank you card with a Starbucks gift card. Inside it said, "Thanks for finally exposing my sister's BS. Mom stopped asking me why I can't be more like her. We actually grab coffee sometimes now. She's cool. Qley tried to reconcile with me last week. Sent this long text about how she was manipulated too, and maybe we could heal together. I sent back the throw-up emoji. She called me immature. I sent 2 throw-up emojis. As for the money Jade owes me, her parents are paying it back in installments. $500 a month. Darlene includes passive-aggressive notes with each check like, "Hope you're happy, and this is Riley's college fund." I donated every penny to a charity for single parents. Posted the receipts on Facebook. Petty? Maybe. Satisfying? Absolutely. The house sold for $30K over asking. I bought a nice condo downtown. Got a promotion at work. Turns out dramatically serving your ex at book club makes you a legend in construction circles. Started dating Denise's cousin Brooke. She thinks the whole story is better than reality TV. She's not wrong. Last week I ran into Jade at a grocery store. She looked exhausted. Sad. Older somehow. "Derek," she said quietly. "Jade, I'm sorry. I know. I really did love you. Just not the way you loved me. You loved my stability. There's a difference." She nodded. "Garrett won't even see Riley anymore. That's on him. I know, I wanted you to know I'm sorry." I looked at her. Really looked at her. This woman I'd loved who'd betrayed me so completely. And I felt nothing. Not anger, not sadness, just nothing. "Take care, Jade." I walked away. Didn't look back. My lawyer framed the divorce decree. Hangs it next to his other victories. Mine's better framed in my mind as the day I learned what I was worth, more than being someone's meal ticket, more than being the safe choice, more than being the guy who'd never find out. Brianna sent me another text yesterday. Mom asked if you're coming to Christmas. I told her you have better things to do. She said, good for him. Even she knows Jade fucked up. You know what the funniest part is? If Jade had just been honest from the beginning, if she just said she had a kid, was co-parenting with her ex, needed help, I probably would have tried to make it work. I loved her that much. But she wanted the fairy tale, the devoted husband who'd never know. The Thursday adventures with her soulmate, the best of both worlds. Now she's got neither. And me? I'm living my best life. Genuinely happy for the first time in years. Oh, and Garrett's SoundCloud? His new track is about betraying bros for hoes. Pretty sure it's about Jade dropping him. It has 23 plays. I might be responsible for 5 of them. Cool? Cool.